the end of the day. You gotta feel good at the end of the day. It's all that matters. Oh, I pray just to feel good at the end of the day.
Hello, fellow dorks, and welcome back to what I think will be the final episode of Morkin. We're getting in a fight with this like disheveled vagabond. So let's get going, man. I want to get this guy, get the loot, and maybe get out of here. Nothing's making me rescue the person who's been captured. I could just like run away with my loot and then go hit that citadel, because I'm pretty curious what's in there. Because I don't want to fight an assassin. Or maybe I do. Also, just a reminder as well to keep an eye out for Kingdoms of the Ice Mark. I think it's going to be second quarter 2026 that it's going to go up on Kickstarter, and I'm very interested in what that is. So I'm excited. I like this game. I like this system, which is why we're doing Morkin Mondays, which you are more than welcome to join us if you're watching this in real time, and if not, feel free to watch those videos anyway, but join me regardless. I'm typically playing Mondays and Tuesdays, unless I'm in a show, which I may be. I do like, I don't know, 7 months out of the year, I'm doing stage performances, and then other than that, I rely on commercials, and I do this for fun. So, okay, stop talking. Let's get to the fight. You can see here with our layout, I did do better with the maps. So there we go. We have our little map here. We entered, if you can see where my little icon is, but we entered right here in the southwestmost room. The room that says war, that's the room with the sleeping warrior. And again, I don't know if I was allowed to do that, but I did roll a critical success, which, you know what? Who cares? I rolled a critical success. It says the best possible outcome can come up. So I just snuck past him, and maybe when I leave, I still got to sneak past him. Or worst case scenario, I throw a smoke bomb and I get out of here. Then we moved into this room to the east, and that was the room I found the secret door in. That's what the S means right there, in the secret door. So I'm currently in this room directly beneath the room with the sleeping warrior, and that is where I'm fighting Gavin, the lead singer from Bush. Who is this? Who am I fighting? Grappin, the Hagrid, what's his name? I do have his stats directly right down here, right beneath me. There they are. You have my character sheet here. What companions do is they just add some stats to you. So I'm utilizing basically all of my stats. And then the Lord of Shadows, what he did is he gives me +1 damage. He increased my melee score by 3, so I have a 63 melee. He gives me a +2 defense, a +1 to my damage. I do a D6 damage, I get a +1 to that. So if I hit, I roll D6 +1. So I put me first because I have 50 health. I can absorb more damage. He has 35. So what's going to happen in combat? I don't make an attack for him and then an attack for me. I just make an attack for myself. He just makes my offensive abilities better. But enemies are going to alternate between who they're attacking. So it's going to go Morkin, then the Lord of Shadows, then Morkin, then the Lord of Shadows, Morkin, then the Lord of Shadows. So I put me first just because I have more health. I can absorb more health than he can. So that's kind of my hope right there. Gavin, you can see he has 35 health. His defensive value is 25, which isn't amazing. His melee's pretty decent. He's at a 60. So I think we're going to be doling out a good bit of damage. He does D6 +1. I do D6 +1. So let's just get started on this fight and just honestly hope for the best to get a couple lucky rolls. There is an action point system, and I'm probably just going to start swinging for the fences. So first off, we got to do initiative. So we are rolling opposed perception check. So his perception is a 40. Mine is a 48. So that's good. Ties do go to me. So I like that. So let's roll for him first. 23. Crap. Don't like that. All right, then I got to go. I want to roll below a 23 when it comes down to it. A 21. Awesome. Okay, I'm going first. So come on, Morkin. So here we go. If they would have failed, I would have gotten a +10. To my next melee skill check. I would have just gotten the jump on him faster, but he kind of jumped out from behind some like broken furniture, so I'm probably pretty startled by this. I saw the chest. If you remember, there was like a chest, and I was like leaning into it, and then like rah, this dude like jumps out at me. So our combat order is Morkin, Shadows, Morkin, Shadows, Morkin, Shadows. So there is an action point system. We get 10 action points. And you can see right here, unused points do not carry over. So we want to spend as many points as we can. We have 10 points. And we get them every round. We get 10 points. So like a standard attack is 6 action points. So I could do a standard attack, and then I could drink a potion, which is 2. So I could drink 2 potions and do an attack in 1 round. A first aid check, that costs 5. I can assist a companion. What that means is if my companion, it's his turn to be attacked, I can spend 5 points to like jump in front of him and take the bullet for him. A desperate attack. I have a feeling this is what I'm going to be doing. I add a d6 plus 1 to the damage dealt, but my defensive value drops down to 0, which means I just kind of lean into the attack. We have more hit points than it does, and I think I just need to start swinging hard and swinging for the fences here. So again, I kind of leave myself vulnerable. It's like reckless attack for a barbarian in Dungeons and Dragons, for instance. Aim for a weak spot. Oh, I didn't even read this one. What's this? Focus on finding an enemy's vulnerable spot. His head. You skip your attack this turn, but on your next turn, your attack ignores armor and deals additional 3 damage. An armored opponent, yes. This guy, no. Apply venom to a weapon. Okay, I'm sure that sounds fun. Dodge, that's where I can attempt athletics, which actually, again, athletics is not strength-based. It is dexterity-based, so I'm actually pretty darn good at that. And defend, increase my defensive value by 10 for the next attacks made by an enemy for their next turn. That costs 5. Oh, that stinks. That'd be nice to be able to like attack and defend, but it is conveniently 5 points. You could do first aid and defend, so that would cost exactly 10. So that'd be a good use of a turn if you're like bleeding out. So, all right, here we go. So our melee is 63, and his defensive value is a 25. So for me to hit, I want to roll from a 25 to a 63. That is what I want to roll to hit him. Now, I could roll a 1, 2, 3, or 4. That is still a critical success. Even though it is below his defensive value, that is still a critical success. And then I got to add a whole bunch of dice and be happy. Do I just like swing for the fences and give him an opening? I'm sure it all comes out in the wash, but I'm kind of scared. So for this first round, I'm going to just take it easy and just do a normal attack because I just don't want to leave myself open and vulnerable for an attack. So he just comes at me. I quick like start fumbling. If you remember, I have an axe. It just sounded kind of brutally funny. He's coming at me and I just like swing at his knees. I just like quickly like pull it out of my belt and I just swing at his knees. So let's see what I got here. I want between 63 and a 25. 33, I'm happy with that. That is a hit. I will happily draw first blood. Good job, Morkin. So I hit for you 1d6 plus 1. That's a great start. That's 6 points of damage. He is down to 29. I am very happy with that. I'm putting a little X over whose turn it is to be attacked, if that makes sense. So it is his turn to attack me. I don't even know what he's attacking me with. It doesn't even say. He's probably got like just broken pieces of furniture. He's an old like WWE wrestler and he's just like smashing chairs over me. He wants to roll between a 60 and a 24. Oh, a 67. It re-rolled and it was like a 23 or something like that. So for whatever reason, sometimes this app re-rolls, it thinks a die is cocked. I always take the final result that like flatlines. So that is a 67, that is a miss. So then the Lord of Shadows is probably like jumping in to interfere to like help me. So I like just hit him in the knee and he like tries to like break the chair over me. The Lord of Shadows maybe just kind of like, nope, just takes it out of his hand and throws it off to the side. So the Lord of Shadows now has his attention and I'm hoping to like sink this thing into his back. Dare I? No, because it's the Lord of Shadows' turn. I was about to say, do I swing for the fences now? But I don't want to. This is good. This is some fun resource management. So if I do the big hit right now, he's going to attack Lord of Shadows, and Lord of Shadows has a smaller hit point pool. So I'm going to wait till my next attack to do my big attack. So I'm just going to do like my normal, and let's see how this does. Yeah. 21. I think I just missed. His defensive value is 25. So like Lord of Shadows takes the chair away from him. He's like, no! And he starts like flailing and like slashing and stuff. And I'm just like, meh, wish I had a sword. Meh. I'm just trying to like chop his arms off. He does go, and this will be on Lord of Shadows. And this is, let's just roll, and then we'll look at it if I need to. This is his roll. I rolled the wrong dice for that. A 12. He rolled too low. So that basically means I blocked it. So again, he rolled below his skill level, which is typically a hit, but I was able to block it. So that chair that was like taken out of the Lord of Shadows' hands, he like throws it to me and I use it to like shield myself from this guy who picks up, I don't know, what's another thing wrestlers use? I don't know. He like picks up some of that cold rolled steel. I remember that when I was a kid watching, this is WWF at the time. They like opened up the turnbuckle and it's just like I don't know, cotton or something like that. And they start like putting it in someone's face. Like, oh, he's hitting him with the cold rolled steel. So yeah, he's trying to hit me with a cold rolled steel. And I'm just like holding that chair up and blocking it. Now, as I have this, I've got this chair in my hands protecting me. I slowly like kind of try to reach around with the, it's not getting that sexy, folks. This is Morkin, settle down. I just swing the axe. I just like go for a headshot here. Okay, here we go. I want to roll between a 63 and a 25. I'm going for the big shot here. So desperate attack. That'd be pretty cool if I hit with this. Desperate attack. Here we go. 44, another double. I think I got it. I did. So I do 2d6 plus 2. That's pretty good. I'll take that. 9, 10, 11. I whack. I just like, the axe just like hits him in the head. And maybe, because again, I'm not like a fighter. I hit him with the wrong part. I hit him with the back of the axe, but it's like major concussive damage. So probably like cracks in his skull a little bit. His eye is like exposed and slowly like weeping. But I did do 11 points of damage to him, which makes me very happy, which reduces him down to 18. He's almost halfway down. Great. Now he's attacking me, and my defensive value is a 0. I want him to roll above a 60, or he's going to hit me. 007. So you win some, you lose some. So I did hit him with my like big attack. Maybe I did sink the axe in his head a little bit. I'm like trying to pull it out. And when he does, he's like, he just starts like biting my wrist. Let's see how big of a chunk of meat he pulls out of me here. He hits me for 1d6 plus 1. That'd be cool if I rolled low on this. All right, I'm down to 43. That's fine though. I mean, I'm still doing better. And I don't think I mean, it would be weird if I lose my horse. When you do get to half health, your horses die, but it did say very specifically that we didn't bring our horses in here. Okay, so Lord of Shadows time. I'm going for a normal hit. He's like chewing on my wrist, and we're gonna say this is the Lord of Shadows attack. Again, I just use my stats. So like the Lord of Shadows is trying to take advantage of this situation, and he hits. The Lord of Shadows just kind of comes up and like stabs him with another piece of like broken furniture, just like right in the back, doing 6 points of damage. He's down to 12. So he, feeling like the thing like sticking him in the back. Now he is swinging back at the Lord of Shadows. So this is like a normal attack for him. We didn't give him the super opening. 69, excellent. So he failed because again, his melee is 60 and he did not get it. It is back to Morkin. Do I swing for the fences on this? 2d6 plus 2 if I hit. The odds of me taking him out on this, I'd need to roll a 10. It's still a little too far away. I think I play it safe right now. So come on, Morkin. 70. That's a whiff. I'm glad I played it safe. Maybe I pull the axe out and the axe head is still like in the dude's head. And I just got the stick and I just kind of like, bleh, I just like whack the axe head back out. And I'm just like trying to like quickly reassemble it. And the guy's coming at me now. Hopefully he rolls high or really low. Crap, he hit me. So like, no. And he does get me on this one. My defensive value is a 24. He rolled a 30. So he's doing 1d6 plus 1. 3. Okay, down to 40. Still doing okay. Then it goes to Lord of Shadows. And what is the Lord of Shadows going to do? So the guy's back on me. Again, in the game, I don't know if it's, I think it's always Morkin attacking or it just counts for like the mob of us. But I'm just kind of, putting my own stupid narrative spin on it and just having fun. Lord of Shadows. So he climbs up on the furniture and he's going for like a full on like the old, I don't know, what is that called? Where you like, I don't know, you gotta bang it twice before hitting him on the head with it. But he's going up onto the top turnbuckle. And he's leaping out at him. He's the Lord of Shadows. It's gonna be like the Ultimate Warrior or something. Okay, so let's see what he does. Ultimate Warrior. I think that hits. It does. Yay! So yeah, he's like, oh! And he just does the slam on him. 1d6 plus 1. 6. Okay, now we're down to 6. And I'm liking that. Just goes down and like lands right on top of him. And again, this guy's like feral. He's just trying to like bite the Lord of Shadows' face. Let's see how that turns out for the Lord of Shadows. My defensive value is a 24. He rolled a 25. So he starts just chomping into the Lord of Shadows' face for 7 points of damage. Ouchies. So that is math. 28. He's doing okay. Because it is Morkin's turn. And I think Morkin is going for the haymaker now. So the Lord of Shadows like, ah! So the guy, it's like Poltergeist, like, ah! His face coming off in the bathroom. So Morkin is just gonna like stand over him. He's got his axe and he just kind of like lifts it up over his head and just kind of like goes for the kill shot. I want this to hit, because if not, I'm gonna take a lot of damage, but I'm gonna do a lot of damage if I hit. So more than likely, I will kill him if I hit with this. Kia! Nope. I don't. I rolled an 8. So like as I'm like holding this thing up, Gavrin like kind of looks up at me and he's like, eh, just hits me right in the nuts. I know it's a juvenile idea, but honestly, it works. And so like I'm like, ah, crap, and like I'm hunched over, and then he like spits out a chunk of the Lord of Shadows' face. And he's gonna try to feast on me, which thankfully he doesn't. He's just coming towards me. The Lord of Shadows like grabs him, like trips him, and he falls back down on the floor. And the Lord of Shadows scrambles up, trying to just get over him. And no, they're just scrambling. It's like a little dog pile as they're like clawing their way to me. The Lord of Shadows like pulling him back. The guy's like trying to, like, he's just going after me. He does spin around and try to like, maybe there's another one of those clay pots. He tries to like smash it over his face. So let's see how this turns out. All right, so pot smashed over Lord of Shadows' head. This is 1d6 plus 1. Okay, 4. All right, that's tolerable. Lord of Shadows down to 24. I don't really like that. Now we're back to Morkin. Morkin, seeing this, picks up the treasure chest and tries to smash it over this dude's head. I'm swinging big, because if I hit, mathematically, I have the best chance of taking this guy out. Right now. Boom. I think I did it. 51. I did. Hooray, my melee is 63. So I just take that big old chest and I just smack it over this guy's head. And I hear this just sickening crunch. 2d6 plus 2. He has 1 freaking point left. I did 5. He's down to 1. His head is like at this like horrific angle. Like I could probably like see like bone sticking out, and somehow he's still alive. And I'm just like petrified as he's like, like coming towards me. And boy, he may get me here. Let's see. I have no defensive value in this. Roll high, roll high, roll high. 79, great. So he just kind of, and he just kind of like falls on me, because like again, his neck is destroyed, and he falls on me. The King of Shadows sneaks up behind, and King of Shadows, god dang it, you deserve to get hit for that, right? Wait, hang on. Oh, I got it. Okay, I got it. Oh, I was scared there for a second. My melee is 63 and I rolled a 63. I'm almost positive that's what I needed. Let me double check that. The attacker must roll a number equal to or below their melee. Thank goodness. I rolled exactly my melee. So the King of Shadows actually doesn't do anything. The guy just like, he just kind of ran through me and fell and just like, ugh. And maybe the King of Shadows just kind of like pushes him off of me and just kind of like rolls off. Okay, I did it. Holy moly. I got 3 experience for that. We would get 10 points for freeing the guy who's in this place, which I don't think I'm going to do, just because the Lord of Shadows is pretty banged up right now. But what we can do here when we upgrade our character, for every 20 XP accumulated, you can increase 1 attribute by a point. So an attribute, if you do remember, an attribute is like my charisma or my intelligence, and then all of my skills that are related to it bump up. It's a pretty big increase. That's a heavy chunk of my skills going up. It's like 6 skills. That's pretty good, actually. Okay, let's see what we got. So if you remember, we broke that chest over the dude's head, so we can probably see like what he has in the room. A unique encounter, and that was very unique, that's for sure. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of dragons in this game. I don't want to fight that thing. That dude looks mean. Oh, cool. Someone who's warped. Here we go. I'll take the haggard guy any day of the week. We roll 1d6 to see how much money we get, which we need. 3. Great. I'll take 1d10 plus d6 silver coins. Awesome. 1d10 plus 6. Ooh, they're all rainbowy. 7 coins. Fantastic, because you know what? I think I only had 1. So I have 8 now. And you know what that buys me? I'll get some rations and some fogstones with that. 1 fogstone was like 6, and then hopefully like rations is like 1. So that's kind of what I wanted. And then, if you defeat him, roll on the special findings table. Okay, let's see what we find. Finally, what do we see in the mess of what we made on the floor here? Ooh, fun. So we could get either armor, various tools, or potions. I'll take any of those. 3, equipment. I'll take it. All right, so we roll a 1d6. Stick with the rainbow dice. Leather armor. Oh, I have an absorption value. I did learn I have an absorption value with my armor. That negates 1 point of damage. So I should have taken... How many times did Morkin get hit? Maybe 1. So I probably have like 1 extra health. And does that carry over to everyone? Maybe it does. I'm just going to give Lord of Shadows like... I think he get hit like... Let's just say twice. So there, let's give him 2 health back. Okay, I found some leather armor, but again, that is worth 10. I got room in my backpack for it. Armor. So looking at our map, I think I just want to get out of here. I just don't... That fight went well. And I still need to sneak past this warrior. So I'm going to sneak back into this room I've already been in. And I think I need to roll like a d10. And on the roll of a 1, it means I do encounter something. See, let's try this. What's this look like? I rolled a 9, but that's actually... They look cool, but it's probably hard for you to see what that is. So I rolled a 9. I'm pretty good there. Now I'm going to go back in the room with the warrior. And this is where, like, again, I rolled a critical, so I snuck past him. But let's actually, like, look at the rules for combat, and maybe you'll see, like, my confusion. I'm sure I'm just overlooking something. So please, leave a comment and tell me how stupid I am or what I'm doing wrong. So you'll see here, fleeing before combat. If you succeed and the enemy fails, you escape to the previous hexagon. It's always talking about combat outside. When I'm in ruins, is it always considered a combat? Can I not, like, flee before it? If you wish to avoid combat before it begins, attempt an escape stealthily by making an opposed stealth versus perception check. If you succeed, the enemy fails. You can escape to the previous hexagon. And that's kind of it. It always says hexagon. It never says room. So it makes me wonder if that's a little bit different, but I can't find anything. So I'm just going to go with what makes sense thematically. And I don't think I'm cheating. I rolled a critical success. Something good happened for that. But what I am going to do when I go back in here, this dude's awake. So he heard the fight. I'm going to go back through this room here with the warrior. I'm going to roll for initiative. You see right here, roll for initiative. It's opposed perception just to see who jumps the fastest. So his perception is a 40. Great. So he's probably still a little woozy. He's just coming to. And I am going to roll. I don't want to roll below a 40. Crap. He critically succeeded. I need to critically succeed as well. I don't even know what I rolled, but that's not a critical success. So he's waiting for me. It's like, oh, crap. I'm like fumbling, like looking for my axe and my fogstone. If one side wins with a critical success, they gain a plus 20 to their next melee skill check. Ouch. Okay, this is going to be on Morkin. He can take the hit. It's going to hurt. This is why I want to get out of this place. This guy's a plus freaking 20. Okay, let's look at the assassin, because this is the guy I have to kill. 30 health. Oh my gosh, he becomes invisible and does like shadow strike and stuff. His melee is 70. He has like a 50% chance of hitting me. Dude, there is no way I'm going to be able to beat that guy. Yeah, I got to get out of here. I am way too underpowered for this. Oh, okay. Typically his melee is 60. It is now an 80. Oh boy, this may hurt Morkin pretty bad. We're going to try to run away on my turn. Kia! Roll really, really high or really... Oh my god. This guy's furious. That is a critical hit. Attack causes 6 hit points of damage. Oh, that's it. That could have been so much worse. I mean, I don't like it. I'm not a fan of it. I'm down to 35. I'd rather this not ever happen again. So to run away, I need to make a defense skill check, which is a 35 plus 10, so I have a 45% chance of getting away. And that is what I'm doing on my turn. So if I fail, he just like captures me. So we like come through the room and he's like waiting there with his like sword or whatever. And he's like, whack. And then I just see him and I'm just quickly beelining it to get further way out of here. And even if I succeed, he still gets a free swing at me. And if I fail, I think I'm just stuck here. Really love to make a 45. Come on. Oh my gosh. Okay, 36. So I think I got it. I'll double check that right now. And I think he does get a free swing at me. I'm going to go ahead and do that while I'm open on his page. He has a melee of 60. And I guess this is at Morkin. He wants to get between a 60 and a 24. Let's see if he can do it. Yay, he doesn't. 86. Great. When we are 86 to out of here. So let's just double check exactly how that works. Flee in combat. If you wish to flee, pass a defense skill check. If you succeed, your opponent gets 1 free attack and may roll for damage if the attack hits. If you succeed in fleeing, oh, see, here we go again. You can escape to the previous hexagon or an adjacent one. Do I just have to, like, kill everything I go past? I can't, like, just... I guess stealth just lets me, like, turn around a lot. You know what I'll do? I'm just going to be fair. I can't do this fight. This guy's going to destroy me. So let's just say I use my fog stone. That just seems fair. Like, that is... I lost something that was very valuable to me. Kablooey! I'm going to throw my fog stone, and then I'm going to run out the exit. I still need to roll on 1d10. If I roll a 1 for a previously explored room, including the entrance, I do encounter something. So let's not do that. A 7. I didn't, and I flee. Was that allowed? I don't know. I couldn't find anything that necessarily talked about rooms. It's probably in here, and I just couldn't find it. So yeah, we are not doing that. There's no way we're killing that assassin. We probably should have died by that at that warrior's hands. But again, he was pretty drunk. He got 1 good hit in on us, and then we just like got out of there. So we are now. Let's move to the other map. All right, so we're currently here at this X, and what time of day was it? I feel like I can actually make it to that citadel. We're on planes, thankfully. That was Seek, so great. For the evening, we can travel. And I should be able to get to that Citadel of Shimmeril. So let's go. We need to make an orientation check. I feel like I may have cheated. I don't know. I'm fine with it. Because I did what I set out to do, which is to show you combat. Okay, orientation check. 57. All right. So I'm going to try to go into that plains to the northeast of us. 51. Close, but great. I do need to roll for an encounter. I think I need to roll a 1d6, and on the roll of a 1, it is an encounter. Nope. And then we have 1 more orientation check. Big bucks, big bucks, big bucks. We want a 57. There's a 40. We made it to the Citadel of Shimmeril. And you know what we're going to do? We are going to rest because it is night. And then the next day we can seek and see what the Citadel of Shimmeril is all about. Or maybe we check that now. Let's look. If you are at a special site, consult the special sites table to see what event is occurring there. Oh, here we go. Oh, cool. Lord Shimmeril was once here, but has left to join Luxor the Moon Prince in the east. Well, I'm pretty freaking far east. And Luxor the Moon Prince is my dad. Oh, I hate my dad so much. Let's just do some camping. So if you're in a keep, a snow hall, or village, you do not need to roll for the camp skill check. You each recover 10 health and reduce fatigue to 0. Oh, cool. I don't even have to pay for this. If you're in a village, there's a cost. That is definitely good to know. So we're going to... Do we still need to eat rations? You're still going to make me eat rations, aren't you? Okay, so if you're at a village, even though you have to pay, you get free rations. It looks like here, like at the Citadels, you still got to feed yourself. All right. So let's mark off a day. We'll take 2 points of rations. We did gain 10 health. D10 health. Whoops. That's a little bit different. So we'll say this is King of Shadows. D10. 10. Great. And here's me. 1. Awesome. All right. King of Shadows is up to a 36. And I'm up to a 36. Well, that's even. That's fair, I guess. And beyond that, we're going to say we sleep. We marked off the day. Let's consume the 2 rations. I don't think I did that yet. We're down to 2 rations. And what I'm going to do, just for the last thing, because it is just always kind of fun to do this, let's seek. So for the morning, I'm going to seek at a citadel just to see what happens. And that'll probably be it for this. I think, again, I accomplished most of everything I wanted to do. We can also look at the map and see how far I have to go. So here we are. We're here. Let's see. So how many days have we gone? We have done 5 days. And we also, it was kind of 6 days. I got that cup that gave me an extra day, basically. So I'm basically 1/5 of the way through the game, time-wise. And I've made it from here, right here, to here. That took 5 days. And then ideally you go Oh, man, look at all these mountains. These mountains slow you down big time. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Still going. There. Here's the Tower of Doom. Maybe there's like a portal. I keep looking at these hinges. Maybe they're portals or something like that. I mean, there's got to be a way to move faster. I mean, moving through these mountains is insane. This is very kind of Lord of the Rings here, like this really well fortified area that you kind of have to cut through right here as well. Yeesh. Man, that is not happening this run, my friends. So let's seek just because it's fun. Rolling the seek table. It is a D10. Let's get the fun rainbow dice. D10 and a citadel. We get 8. Let's just see if we end with a bang or not. And then obviously I would sell my armor. I would get another fog stone. I would get some rations, obviously. But we are in a citadel and I rolled an 8. That means you are given horses. You can sell your items. So I'd sell my leather armor for 10. Rations cost 2. And a fog stone was 6. So selling that armor would get me 1 fog stone and 2 rations. That buys me 1 day. I mean, I did have a little bit more money. And again, this would take me another quarter of my day to do this. Yeesh. Okay. Well, we learned. Well, now I know not to go there. I wonder what this at the village of Thrall. I have to go through a forest to get to it. Still got time in my day, right? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Let's do it. Let's make a hard push through the forest. Let's roll what the weather is. I want to find something good. I want something good. Because again, I'm playing this game already for my Morkin Mondays. I can do a quick travel. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's fast track this. So 20 checks. I got those dice. Let's see what the weather is. We need to roll a 10. A low number's good. A 3, that's great. That takes us as clear. Great. So we plus 10 to our rolls. We're in the plains. It's a forest. We move north. We're not going to those ruins. Oh, let's see if we encounter anything. We do not. We're going right into the forest. Great. Still moving. Okay. And then we are rolling to see if there is an encounter. There's not. Let's keep going. 43. Jeez, going great. So it's a little bit harder here in the forest, but we got that plus 10 because the weather's clear. So that was our afternoon. Now we're moving on to the evening section. We're just at the cusp of the village roll. Let's see what's there. Obviously, basically 2 more good rolls here. 37. Great. Last one. That's a 19. Oh my gosh, that was so close. But we did it. We made it. Unfortunately, we did get there at the we get a look at the table. Remember? Because like when you get there, you just look at what it says. It took us the entire day. So our first action of the day, we were seeking. Then we just like started horseback riding northeast. We made every single check. Nothing happened. For the evening, we made it all the way to the village of Thrall. I want to make sure we can still move 3 hexes through forest. So let's make sure I didn't cheat. Plains, downs, and forests, we can move 3 because we have horses. Fantastic. So when you get to a special place, it says right here, if you are at a special site, consult the special sites table to see what event is occurring. We are in a village of Thrall. The Lord of Thrall is here, loyal to the Fae and keen to help. Yay! Oh, so we'd have to approach him. So we'd have to do the approach action the following morning, which is how we got the Lord of Shadows. So apparently in the mornings is a good time to get folks on your side. Let's just see what he gives us and who he is. That's pretty cool. And so also before we close out, look at like all of these events and all that's still events. And then all of these quests. So, I mean, there's so much replayability and variability in the game, and it's hard. This game's tough. I feel like for my stream, I have a much more optimized character for this game and what it is, but had a super blast doing this. But let's see who this Lord of Thralls is. Lord of Thralls, Fae as well. 35 health, similar to Lord of Shadows. +2 to melee, so it doesn't help as much. +2 to defense, that's the same. +1 damage, that's nice. +1 to perception, still not as good. +10 to camp. It's all right. I mean, camping is good because if you don't camp, not only do you not like heal your fatigue and your health, but bad stuff happens on top of that. So that's good. And then 6 rations. That is definitely worth noting. Okay, let's wrap this bad boy up. Okay, and that's it. That was Morkin. I'm so glad I played that. I just kind of found it on a whim. Really, really enjoyed it. I'm loving the stream with it as well. I'm excited to do that. Please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, all that self-promotion stuff. And also, please feel free to join me on my Discord channel and join me streaming games. And thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate this. I love playing these games, and I'm just always so in awe of these creators and just how great the solo ttrpg community is and how great the designers are. These games are fantastic. I haven't really been let down, and yet I still keep getting surprised of like how clever these games are, and this one is just another one to add to that list. Okay, I'm gushing and rambling, and I can't wait for 5 Kingdoms of the Ice Mark to come out. But until then, watch all my other videos, and I'm going to keep pumping them out, but I can promise you when I get 5 Kingdoms, I'm playing that one too. Thank you so very much for watching this. Juan Díaz Bustamante, God, I hope I've been saying that right. Thank you so much for creating this game and putting it into existence. I'm Avery with Alone in the Dork, and until next time, thank you, and stay dorky, my friends.